Okay, so I usually run two characters with any MMO that I play. I will run one character that is purely with friends, guild members, that levels up at their pace, and then I will run a secondary character. My main character will be Esinem, looking for an Archive Shaman. I'm very excited about that. I love the Shaman class. However, if they do institute a Bard class, my Bard's name will be Numa, and I will be a human bard if that is a possibility. And I will sing all the time while I play. This is a great story. I heard about Pantheon through my father. I played EverQuest, and my dad was very much against playing video games, so he would limit my time severely. So it took a very long time for me to level up. Fast forward several years later, and my dad was diagnosed with a non-cancerous brain tumor. He was losing motor function. He was having what are called absent seizures, where he would lose time. The doctor actually prescribed video games to my dad. When that happened, my dad came to me and said, "What do you think I would enjoy?" I recommended EverQuest, because I know he's into fantasy, Lord of the Rings, same as me. And he got hooked. And ever since then, my dad and I have followed Brad McQuaid with pretty much every step he's taken on his career. And I was sitting at work one day, this was 3 years ago, and my dad calls me out of the blue and tells me about Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, how it is just a gorgeous looking game already, and the rest is history. I've been following the game in development for several years now with my dad. That's a tough question for me. I started off, my first computer game was much different, but my first MMO was EverQuest. And while that holds a special place in my heart and always will, World of Warcraft, the vanilla Burning Crusade years, that was by far my favorite time I've ever had playing a game. I was actually a guild leader in that time, and we had almost 500 members, and it was mega, but the community was there, and it was a great time. Well, my best MMO story is probably also my most embarrassing MMO story. Going back to Vanilla WoW, I am playing a rogue. This is my alt, and I am leading my very first raid into Molten Core. And so it's the beginning of the raid. We're all gathered right at the portal. There's two Molten Giants set up behind us. Actually, I think one of them might have been a Molten Destroyer. No, it was just a Giant. Anyway, I have my back turned to the Giants, and I am telling everybody they need to watch where they stand. They don't want to get too close and accidentally pull anything. And then I accidentally pulled both of those Molten Giants and wiped our raid before it even started. So, okay. I have a Rival 500 mouse that has, let's see, something like 16 buttons on it. And that has been a lifesaver in games like World of Warcraft or some of the other MMOs that I've played. Just having all those buttons mapped to my mouse has been pretty fantastic, because up until then I was a point and clicker, and I would just bind everything to a key, and I'd be moving my hands everywhere. So I like my mouse. Lots of buttons and colorful, pretty lights. My Xbox / Game Pass is Nankersore. It is like Cankersore, but with an N. So N is in Nancy, ANKERSORE. And then my Twitter handle is @BoyOfWonder, where the wonder, that O is a 0. So it's BOYOFW0NDER. I am going to go with November 26th, 2022.